A few months ago, we took a look at this laptop that we bought on eBay. This is from 2015, and this is the G75-1J, which we came to find out is an iconic laptop from Asus. And once they saw this video and how clean this laptop was and how well taken care of it was, and the fact that it still games in 2026, they just had to show us how far their products have come.
And that's why Asus reached out to sponsor this video to showcase the Rog Strix Scar 18 that is celebrating 20 years of ROG greatness. And today we're going to unbox this laptop, which is a really high-end laptop from them with a bunch of cool modern features, and really show you guys that if you bought one of these back in 2015 and you saw what Asus ROG is doing today, your mind would be absolutely blown with how far these laptops have come from all the way back in 2015. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and unbox this gaming laptop, see what we have in store, and compare it to this great laptop from 2015.
So if you guys didn't already gather this information, we did a full video on this laptop. So if you want to see that, make sure you click the eye in the top right corner. And we love this thing. I mean, we got a great deal on it, and the person had taken such good care of it. It's almost like buying an old car that was garage kept. So it's an awesome laptop. We really liked it, and we've been hanging on to it for all this time because Asus reached out and they saw the video and they're like, dude, we need to show you what we have in store nowadays. And so this is pretty cool. We've just been waiting for this to come out. This right here is a $5,000 gaming laptop. And I don't know if we've ever looked at one this expensive before.
I don't think we have either, but really when you see all the features that are in this laptop, yes, it's a lot of money to put into a laptop, but you're getting some of the best that Asus ROG puts into development for their devices. As you guys can see, we can see some of the cool designs that are already here, showing the Toolless access, which is one feature for easy upgradability. We have this Pixel, what they call Anime Vision. You could also see the monitor that this does come with, a 4K mini LED display, and of course, we didn't forget about the specs. Ultra 9 290HX, which is a 24-core, 24-thread RTX 5090 that can boost up to 175 watts. This entire thing can pull 320 watts in a laptop form factor. That's a lot of wattage, and it's gonna be really powerful to play all your latest games.
All right, before we open up the laptop, because that's the fun part, we gotta see what else we get inside the box here. Let's open this up. I'm guessing it's like a warranty card. Yep, warranty information, instruction booklet. We're YouTubers. We don't do any of that stuff.
We probably should read stuff, but we don't.
Nah, we don't even really know how. And I'm assuming we got probably a big beefy charger in here. Yeah, look at this thing. You know what's crazy? It's actually, for how many watts this thing's gonna be, it's not the biggest.
Yeah, where's the charger for that one? Because wasn't the charger insane?
Dude, this is 520 watts.
For that size?
520 watts.
So you wanna see how far we've come? This is 240 watts.
Yeah.
And this is the 540 watt, nearly double what we have, but the size is actually smaller. I guess it's a little bit wider, but footprint wise, yeah, you're getting a lot of watts out of this brick.
Okay, we got a pretty insane laptop. I will say, it's not as like beefy or as heavy as you would think. I almost think this one might weigh more, but that's kind of, the times. We've gotten a lot thinner, a lot lighter for how much performance you can, put inside. And what's crazy is this one was a, what was it, a 3rd gen i7 with like a 980M?
Yeah.
And that was like powerful back then, but I feel like this is like next level power.
Yeah, this is definitely where, back in this era, laptop hardware, they were just kind of doing the best they could. Nowadays, there's laptop hardware that's designed specifically just for laptops. Even then, like 980M was a really cut down GPU. Yes, the 5090 in this is not a desktop 5090, but you still get a lot of performance here. You would never imagine this many cores and threads inside a laptop this size. The RGB is absolutely insane all the way around the edges of it.
Underglow.
And you can see the nice display right there. Look, I mean, look at that.
That's insane.
It's kind of insane.
Yeah, that is crazy. I don't remember if the last, I know we looked at the Thor so long ago, and I feel like it was just there, it just said ROG. I don't think you could change it. This one you can actually do.
You can customize
it
through the software.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the display here, again, is a 4K mini LED display that comes with some special technology that alleviates some of the ghosting you do see from traditional like IPS panels, which allows you to get a much smoother gameplay experience, which we'll see when we do our gaming. 4K is definitely a tough panel to push, but with this size of a panel, you most certainly can down the resolution if you want to, or run some upscaling, but we'll be testing at 4K.
The viewing angles are pretty insane. I don't know if Jonah can capture that on camera, but like, you can almost, I'm like 90 degrees with it, and I can read what the internet, like Microsoft Edge just pulled up, which is kind of crazy. So that, that's an advantage. We do a lot of videos talking about OLED versus mini LED. Mini LED on a laptop is actually pretty smart, because our biggest complaint with laptops recently, especially with IPS displays, is where like they are all too dark. You can't see anything, especially if you go to like a bright environment, which, let's be real, anywhere outside your house is probably going to be pretty bright.
And right now we are in studio lighting, and normally laptops that we'd see in the budget category, mind you, they would be much dimmer than this. I mean, based on the viewing angles, it is plenty bright. That RGB keyboard looks pretty nice as well. Nice. Massive trackpad. With this being an 18-inch laptop, you do have a overall bigger laptop, which I know some people may like, some people may not. Asus has a bunch of different options to choose from, but for someone who wants a workstation level laptop, this is definitely in that category. And of course, it games. It's RGB'd out as a 5090.
Yeah, so let's check out the port selection that we got here. Because it's a big laptop, you probably hope that it's got a few ports on it. So let's start off with the right side. So on the right side, we got a pretty simple port layout. We just have two USB 3.2s that are Gen 2 and they are Type A. We do not have anything on the back except for a lot of ventilation. Like a lot of ventilation.
We need every bit of ventilation.
Ventilation. And then on the left side of the laptop, starting from the back, we have a Kingston port, we have a 2.5 gigabit LAN port, we have a HDMI out that is 2.1 FRL, we have another one of those USB A's that is 3.2 Gen 2, and then we have two Thunderbolt 5 ports that are of course Type C, and then we have a combo headphone jack.
Those Thunderbolt 5 ports are really cool because with like a Thunderbolt 5 dock, you could really have a nice docking setup. You can come in with a single cord plug up and you're good to go. And that does do video out. And I believe under Thunderbolt 5, you could run like dual 8K displays at 60 hertz with just one cable, or 4K up to 144 hertz depending on what kind of dock you're using. So again, gaming laptops, we really tell people if you're gonna be on the go a lot and you need this level of power, gaming laptops do make sense, but it's always good to have some sort of setup to dock this, because with all the power here, you're really gonna be tied up to a wall to get the maximum performance out of it. So you do want to have a nice setup where you can sit down with some monitors at some point and do some gaming.
All right, so let's check out the specs. Let's make sure we got what we paid for. Well, what Asus sent.
What Asus sent and paid for.
Make sure Asus got what they paid for.
Yeah, make sure Asus got what they paid for. Now, once again, our CPU is the Intel Core Ultra 9 290HX Plus, which is 24 cores and 24 threads. We have 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, which I will say, 1 of 2 is pretty crazy. Hey guys, Future Matt jumping in to give you an explanation on the RAM configuration Asus went with for this SCAR laptop. The reason they went with a single stick of DDR5 memory, 32 gigabytes, was to focus on upgradability in mind given the current RAM market, and previously they did ship the SCAR with 64 gigs of DDR5, but as you guys know how expensive RAM is, they decided to opt for the upgrade option approach for people to buy this, so they're not putting most of their money into RAM on this laptop. And if you guys know, here on the YouTube channel, we've done many tests with DDR5 memory single channel, and realistically, you're not losing much performance. You will lose some, but not much. So this configuration makes sense for those who want to upgrade to 64 gigs later, because if you're buying a high-end laptop like this, a lot of the consumers that do end up maxing this thing out, so it's very easy to upgrade. But we want to make sure we got the message across that Asus wanted to let you all know on why they went that direction. Now, let's get back to the video. SSD is a 1 terabyte Gen 4 NVMe SSD. We are also rocking that RTX 5090, and yeah, pretty solid specs across the board. I would have liked to see the upgrade option, but maybe Asus wanted us to show you guys that you can upgrade pretty easily with their toolless design. And leading to that point, which we can do, we'll see how easy it actually is. You can see this RGB underglow, pretty insane. Now, is it actually as easy as they say to open this up? Because they claim it to be toolless, so I'm actually curious if it is that easy. All right, so supposedly this is a toolless removal design, which I'm assuming, we'll see. Does it just lift?
Is there another one anywhere? Is that it?
Can the Toasty Bros figure it out?
Two monkeys figure it out.
All right, so the laptop turned back on.
I wonder if you're supposed to have like a
still a pry tool?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe towards me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
You see that?
All right.
You see how it says the arrow?
You know what? We should Toasty Bros. That's what we do here. All right, so this is a toolless design here. If you slide it this way, it gives you the prompt for the arrow going that way, which means you do that.
Dude, that is insane.
And then you lift it up, and boom. I think that was the RGB disconnect.
Yeah,
thing.
by the way, you should turn your laptop off before you open it. We had updates going, and we're like, it's fine.
This is actually kind of
cool.
cool.
Look at the fan layout. I've never seen a laptop with 3 fans.
So we have 3 fans. This is where the RAM can go, which right now, again, we have that 1 stick of memory right there, the DDR5 SODIMM, so you can upgrade very easily. Add another SSD here. This is your current SSD. I like the diagonal layout. They made sure to fit everything in there the best they can. Everything is under like a heat shield. There's the battery, which I will say the battery is smaller than I would expect. It's not an insane battery, but it might be a little bit thicker.
Probably thick, yeah.
Probably thick. But yeah, 3 fans. I mean, you're gonna need high-level cooling for the hardware you have, so that's definitely what they have here. I'd be curious to see what the temperature is gonna be like, because any high-end laptop is still gonna run pretty warm. They do the best they can with the cooling, so I imagine it's still gonna run a little warm, but it's still cool that they're able to cram that much into this laptop, and they went the extra mile with the cooling, it seems like, so far.
So this is preparing upgrades. I gotta say that, I don't think we have ever seen a whole shell come off with one click. That is like, if more laptops could do that, you know what, the EU, someone in the EU needs to sue. Just like we got
just
USB-C.
to make that required.
It's just so nice because I know back in the day, remember laptops would have it to where you could like take off the RAM port, or like the cover, and they had like a hard drive cover. But this is like everything in one cover, so very nice.
Don't you love that this is the one thing we got the most excited about? It's a super high-end laptop, but the fact that we could take the cover off with one just slide of the back panel, bravo. It's crazy what the laptop industry is like right now, but we got some games installed. We should probably look at the software and see what that looks like, if we can customize this display on the back, what kind of RGB stuff you can do within the software, and then, of course, get a game on it, see what this thing is capable of. All right, guys, let's show you guys the software. Obviously, this being an Asus product, it is running Armory Crate. You do have Aura Sync enabled, which allows you to change the lighting effects of the keyboard. Currently, we're on a rainbow mode. You can go static. Oh, God, go away. Sync devices. Oh, wait, so I need to set this. So now everything is set. So first you want to do is sync what device you want. Go to Aura Effects. Now everything is synced up, so we can actually change the color here. Let's just say we want to do whatever that is. Let's run like a blue. Boom. Everything is synced up, blue. Looking pretty cool. You do get the other modes, like a strobing mode. You get breathing. And then obviously the RGB rainbow. So very, very straightforward RGB customization. The Anime Vision setting allows you to change the basically animations on the back of the display. You have some pre-installed ones from the ROG Gallery. We'll show you guys the difference between those. Once you load into here, you can actually download some other ones that are supported. There's a bunch of different versions. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So there's a bunch of different ones you can install. You know, you gotta wait for it to load. Part of me wonders if our internet's just cooked too, dude. Like, let's be honest here. But yeah, there's so many different ones you can install, but we are going to show you guys the ones that are already here. So we'll go ahead and rotate the laptop so you guys can actually see what's happening here. Whoa, the power break.
Oh God.
All right.
Dude, that just, my fight or flight just kicked in. Let's try this one. Oh, apply effect?
There it is. So now it's saying Thor.
I'm gonna make it go so fast.
Oh,
dude.
it is. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
it can go crazy. Guys, imagine you're sitting across a coffee shop from this, and they write a message for you.
Oh, that'd be crazy. Phone number question mark?
Phone number? Got digits?
That would be some elite riz.
You got a kick?
Yeah.
But no, this is a pretty cool addition. I mean, this is definitely like a flex symbol. Like, you know, you spend a lot of money on your laptop, you can have this kind of customization as well. And again, you can download some other effects. But Armory Crate is what you would be using to customize RGB, change power profiles. Is it easy to find the power profile option?
Well, I noticed this. I saw this here where you can see what everything's doing.
Oh, nice.
So here you go.
So currently we're on the turbo mode, which will allow us to max out the GPU, performance also. We'll kind of mess with these. I believe if you hit function F5, so function F5, you do cycle between the modes, turbo, performance, silent, and you can see the clock speed actually changing when you do that. So look, the CPU went up to 5.7 gigahertz. Go to silent mode, it starts going down a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna be running that turbo mode, see what it looks like on turbo, because if you have this high-end laptop, you're gonna mainly be plugged up anyways. You're not really worried about battery life too much, but you will wanna run the silent mode or swap to the iGPU for just daily use. So software, good. We showed you all the cool features about it. Let's actually game on it and show you what you're getting for the money.
All right, guys, we are playing Apex Legends. We felt like this was a really good game to start things with because it's an esports game, but it kind of has like AAA looks to it. It's very pretty, very colorful. And I'm gonna show you guys, we're running the game at the highest possible settings. There's nothing else I could turn up.
I even noticed the res isn't standard 4K, it's greater than 4K. Did you see that?
Oh, is it like 16 by 10?
If you can check in the
4K?
settings, I think it said 3840 by 2400. So yeah, it's even tougher than 4K
Yeah.
to push. It has more vertical height, so 16 by 10.
Yeah, which I honestly I never really even thought about 16 by 10. That's not, you know, typical like 1080p.
Yep.
Well, 1200p I guess it'd be. But I will say, having an 18-inch screen is pretty ideal for gaming laptop. I know that's one of my biggest complaints with gaming laptops, and why we don't normally recommend them is because this typical like 15.6 inch is just too small to be able to play competitive games on. It's great for casual, you know, running some campaign single player in a game. But if you're trying to play like Call of Duty or anything like that, you really need a larger screen. And this one definitely gets the job done. I can actually see what I'm doing. Normally I'm horrible on Apex on these little tiny laptops, but this one's definitely working great for me.
And I will say the screen is like buttery smooth. Like it
does
is
look really
very
good.
smooth. The tech they have in here to reduce any ghosting, you can definitely tell it's a smooth display. Obviously, we have 240 hertz at 4K, which even on this game, this is an esports title, it is hard to push that unless you're running like older esports like CS, probably be one where you'd get that refresh rate, but it's still nice to have that range because no matter if you're in the 100 range, 120, 180, 200, you're still gonna feel the smoothness.
I gotta say too, I mean, I know that this isn't quite as, don't watch that. I know this isn't quite as like contrasty as OLED, but I don't feel like it's that far off. I mean, the colors are really vibrant.
When you restart the laptop, you can tell that the monitor itself is on a pretty aggressive local dimming profile because you can see where like when there's an entire black screen and your little cursor's off to the side, the cursor does kind of vanish into the darkness and the white text really pops. So that really does give that OLED-esque without the risk of burn-in and overall a more efficient handle in mini LED.
Yeah, this is probably like the best experience I think I've had on a gaming laptop because normally like I said, I'm not a big fan just because the screens are just too dang small.
And this is on turbo and it is not super loud.
No, I don't know if it gets louder than this. I think it's the 3 fans.
Yes.
It's almost like the concept of like running like 140s versus a 120. You can run them at a lower RPM to move the same CFM, which is pretty cool. Yay!
Yeah, baby.
What the hell is a kilometer?
Oh!
Oh, he's AFK. They made it a lot less cooler. Oh my goodness.
Oh!
Oh god, I got ulted. There he is. Oh my god, he flicked on me.
No!
Oh my goodness, dude, look at him miss that jump. Wow, look at that controller aim. That's so. I'm really happy for that guy.
You're really happy that that person's enjoying this game with a controller. Smile.
Nothing makes me happier than when people are just having. What the heck was that movement? Oh god, there's 2. But they're not gonna like this ult. They're gonna like the ult.
Hey,
oh, we won.
We got a Dubsky.
All right, Dubsky at over 4K. I'll take it. Let's go to the next game.
All right, guys, we are now in Lego Batman, which we are playing a more demanding game that does seem to be stressing the CPU a little bit harder, but I will say, not audibly much louder here. We are running the following settings. Let's go to options here. We're taking advantage of some upscaling here in a modern title. Again, we're running at 3040 by 2400 resolution. We have DLSS set to balance with frame gen 2 times. We can go all the way up to 4 times if we want to. We'll mess with that a little bit later. But we're on like a custom like high epic preset. So running a lot of the settings really high right now. 100 FPS. Realistically, you only need 60, but if you're on a gaming laptop, or even just a gaming PC in general, you want to have that high refresh rate experience, right?
It's crazy that Lego Batman can like bring a PC to its knees.
Just like it is crazy that like look at the water dripping down his head. Oh, the textures. He's Batman, and he makes PCs cry.
Arguably the best looking Batman game to date.
Honestly, yeah, definitely. I saw someone comment, they're like, "There's no way this Batman game could look so good and run like this. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like you would think the idea of it being Legos and blocky would make it easy to run, but
Minecraft.
But also I get why it's hard to run because the graphics are they're very well done.
And open world.
And open
world.
world.
A lot of stuff to load in.
Definitely open world, looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and get into our Batmobile, see how that holds up. And this is a good example, and we were talking about how this like compares to an OLED display. If you're walking around in this game, there's a lot of really dark scenes, and just the contrast in the city itself of Gotham really, give me a minute, I'm doing a video, really gives you a good idea of how this display handles those different scenarios, and it looks really good.
Oh yeah.
And this is running frame gen, which I say is definitely a good idea, even on a laptop like this at this resolution. You could go down to 1440p if you don't want to run any upscaling. 4K is just a tough resolution to push, even with like the best laptop hardware on the market. Not even to do with Asus in general, just like this is the best hardware you could put in a laptop, and this is the performance you're gonna get.
It's also the fact that it's like over 4K even.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I took some people out on that one. All right, let's get out of the car. I want to turn on 4 times frame gen. Obviously, there are limits to it. Sometimes when you put too much frame gen on, you start feeling some input lag. But we're balling out. Oh heck yeah!
You turned into Vaseline.
I don't know. This feels.
It is a 5090. You know,
It is a 5090. It can handle 4 times. Yeah, you can turn on four times frame gen, baby. There are some games you can do even more. Multi-frame gen is kind of a magical tool to get even more FPS, especially in these laptops. I think it really helps out a ton here. Call it cheat code. I mean, I'm feeling much smoother gaming on this thing, and it looks pretty dang good. Let's go and jump to another game.
We are now playing Marvel Rivals. This is another esports game that is newer, so it's actually pretty demanding, especially at over 4K. We got DLSS set to quality, and we are running high settings with high ray tracing, which we don't normally ever get to do. And I have no frame gen on because we did test some frame gen last game. I know some people just don't like frame gen, so we're going to show you that you don't have to have it. What is that guy doing?
That guy is crazy.
What is hurting me? Yeah, I mean, you can see we're, we got plenty of resources, that's for sure. I mean, even with the single stick of RAM, this thing's having no problems. And, you know, to be fair, we've tested single channel RAM. Anything DDR5 pretty much, you see a lot less performance loss compared to like DDR4 days of running single channel. So it's really not a huge problem. This guy, who is this?
Is that Spider-Man?
Yeah, I guess Spider Kid.
Spider Kid, Spider Kid. Swinging around and making you have a fit.
That is Spider-Man's job, is to go in and like absolutely
just be annoying,
pester everyone. Watch out, the Bucky Bulge is coming in. Why me? You miss every shot you don't take? What? Rocket, stop. You're not that guy. All right, guys, let's move up. Let's move up. What is he? Oh, it's King of the Hill. Like, what is?
I was like, what mode is this?
Capture point, I guess. Objective, I don't know. Do you think I don't see you up there? I'm ignoring. I shouldn't have ignored him.
I'm ignoring him, and I probably should have done that.
I'm going with this dinosaur. Do you think I could leave him? Oh my God, I have ult. Dude, they're about to. Ooh, they're about to get it. Where is he? Oh my God. I'm about to freak out. Oh, I just want to kill one of them, please. Ask me if I care. Oh.
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
It's not ogre.
I mean, I have no teammate on the point right now.
Okay, well now it's ogre.
It's all ogre.
It's all ogre now.
It's all ogre. Well, that was Marvel Rivals. Let's try one more game.
All right, guys, last game we're going to be testing is 007 First Light, running through the little training situation here. Currently running the native resolution of 3840 by 2400. This is going to be quite demanding for this game. I'm going to turn off VSync, too, by the way, because it looks like I have VSync on. Where'd that go? Yeah, VSync. We do not need that. Turn that off. We have some resolution scaling enabled. We got DLSS. We are running frame gen. I went to ×3, so we're going to see what that looks like. Balance. And we're running high details across the board. So we'll see what this looks like. Obviously, we got frame gen going here, so we'll see. Oh, I'm ruining my time here. That's fine. Oh, there it is. Wait. There we go.
You're not going to get your PR.
I'm not going to get my peak time here, but this game looks really good on this display. You could run ultra settings. You don't need 150 FPS for this game at all. 60 is perfectly fine. But getting 158. So frame gen, you can run if you want. You don't necessarily have to. But we'll see if, like other laptops, you might be able to feel the latency a little bit. Normally you can tell that when I start driving. But so far, it feels pretty smooth. Oh, and I hit the pause button. Come here. Ugh. Give me that. Yep, parry strike.
We always love a little bit of play fighting.
A little bit of play fighting. Oh! This is what you gotta do to become a Toasty Bros employee, by the way. You gotta run an obstacle course. Boop. All right, here we go. Will I drive or crash? I normally end up crashing. Oh yeah, this is just much better than what I had dealt with before.
I like this. As part of your military training, we're gonna let you drive this Aston Martin recklessly.
Yes, you must. I made it. I was like, why can't I move anymore? Take that. Ooh! 1% loads holding around 77, not too bad in between cutscenes. But yeah, 100 plus FPS, running really, really smooth. You'll get that same performance throughout the rest of this game. Not just the beginning, that works really well as a benchmark run. Yep. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. 147 average, 1% low of 79. Not too bad. Not too bad for this game. We'll run 30 mark, get our 3 mark time spot score. I imagine the simper point is not going to be amazing because this is a premium laptop, but it does have the best of the best in laptop hardware, and if that's what you're looking for, this thing has all the bells and whistles you can ever ask for a gaming laptop. But we'll run 30 mark and wrap this video up.
So if you're looking for a high-end laptop, and we're talking the best of the best with some cool features, I can't stop staring at this little moving screen back here, this is definitely a laptop you should check out.
This Rog Strix laptop is definitely the peak when it comes to gaming laptops. All the cool features, the best hardware you can get, and it does show how far they've come from their models back in 2015 to the latest and greatest. We did run 3D Mark Time Spy, which again, we'll show you guys the total score here, and it does give you a simple point calculation for how much you're paying, because you are paying a premium for this laptop. There's no denying that, and here's the score that we got. We end up with a score of 23,101 for the total score, CPU score of 16,181, and a GPU score of 24,988, which does result in a 22 cent per point. So price to performance, definitely out the window with this laptop, but that's kind of to be expected with all these extra features added. That monitor, you're not only factoring that in, you got a really nice display. Again, all the cool RGB and the lighting effects that are on this laptop, you really are paying a premium for this ROG product that doesn't really calculate in the FPS department. And again, has the best laptop hardware you can get, so realistically, this is what you can expect from a top-of-the-line laptop. But we want to hear from you guys. What do you think of this gaming laptop in 2026, or gaming laptops in general? Would you ever invest this much into a high-end gaming laptop? Let us know down below.
And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Now you can't buy this laptop here, but you can do a custom build console, and it'll get planned by one of these 2 gentlemen right here.
PCBros.tech is our PC selling business. You can get a custom one-of-one PC designed by our PC Bros team and built for you over on twitch.tv/toastybros. You can request a build consultation today over at PCBros.tech. Use code ToastyBros on checkout. You will save 3% of your next purchase. Not eligible on a build console, and we'll see you guys later.